the screenplay was completed quite quickly. And like the film itself, which it was something that happened very quickly, just like a dream. The two female protagonists are both quite mysterious. Jin Xia, who's played by Fan Bingbing, her mystery starts to come out in the mid to latter part of the film, where we find out about what she went through as a child. Now, the green-haired girl, on the other hand, is a sort of mysterious interloper from the beginning. So, what I wanted to do is have two completely different women, but equally mysterious, as the centerpiece of this creation. Now, this is partly influenced by my first work, which was called Summer Blur, because I like this idea of having two female protagonists. We often talk about the idea of brotherhood and all that it means, but people maybe don't do enough about sisterhood. Sisterhood is maybe an even better way of writing, and so I basically sort of carried on with that concept that I had back then. And these two women support each other. They go along with each other, but they're very different at the end of the day. People like to see me playing a particular role, but I tend to always be with female directors. I don't know why, actually, but the me that women directors see is a different me. And we seem to have a particular chemistry every time. So working with Han Shuai this time round, we got on very well, and we tended to see a lot of things the same way. She is a very rigorous person, although she has a very sort of delicate exterior. You're never going to change what she is inside. No. People have asked me, did you reshoot a lot of scenes? Basically, we had to shoot everything 7, 8, even 10 times, because she wants everything to be very, very accurate when we shoot. Now, there's a language issue as well. I had to speak Korean, and then we sort of mixed bits of Chinese, bits of Korean. So sometimes the performance was right, but the language side wasn't good enough, or vice versa. So that involved a lot of working together, of getting used to it with Joo Young. And when Joo Young and I were in our best state, we were finally able to do it.
To be quite frank, I was asked to play this role, and I wasn't terribly self-assured about that. I wondered whether I would really be able to play this part. I had a meeting organised, then I got this meeting set up so as to get to know the director, and then when I met the director I thought, okay, I can work with her, and I decided that I would take this part. It was only after that I heard that Fan Bingbing was on board as well. I hadn't expected there would be such fantastic chemistry. I was very much looking forward to shooting, and while we were shooting the film, I'm sure you realise that we have very different cultural backgrounds, and of course we also speak a different language. That's why I had to really rely on the director, but there was one point where we completely forgot that we speak different languages, that we come from different cultures.
When we were thinking about the plot, one source of inspiration was that I wanted to film a very fast-moving story. Our director of photography called it a one-night film. So we wanted it to be very fast-moving, almost like a dream. A punk-style film. So in terms of form, that was something that inspired me right at the beginning. Now, moving to girls in film, and they have a very strong stage presence in film. Their bodies may be weak, but they have a lot of energy about them. And I think my two main actors, and perhaps myself too, we all wanted to make a film that had a lot of power to it. We weren't going to go for a safe choice, something that would make the audience comfortable. I'm probably never going to make a film like that. Now, instead, this is a film that, it may lead to a lot of questions. Some people may like it, some people may not like it, but I think it is a film that does have power. This year's Berlin Film Festival has a lot of film crews who have come here, and it's very lively, much more so than the previous few Berlinales, and to some extent we see that as a sign of recovery. People bringing their best films to Berlin and sharing them with the audience here. Now, you can see films here from China and Hong Kong, China. If we talk about Chinese language films, they're all very modern, and we are happy to be one of those, and it's a great honor for us. I haven't acted for 5 years, and in those 5 years, I've done a lot. But I had still always wanted to find the right plot, the right screenplay for my next step forward that allowed me to bring my mental state and my emotions to it. Now, it's quite cruel on you if you don't act for 5 years, because I love performing.
在过程当中，你在探索它，你在去尝试它。
But that involves a certain amount of exploration and experimentation. And so, from that point of view, it's been a very precious chance for me, and more precious than ever before.
这个挑战对我来说，我觉得。
And if we talk about it as a challenge, I just felt that I had to use 120% of my ability to do it right and to repay the director for her trust in me. That was what I wanted to do the most. Just as Joo Young has said, we are bringing this film to the whole world today. That has been our wish, and that is the answer that we have in our hearts for you.